to the channel. Presented by the Beeline Entertainment, LLC. Enjoy the show.
People, what's good? Yo, check it out. Welcome to the Beeline ENT, LLC. What we got for you? First off, we got the Beeline Web Show on Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, talking a little of everything. Then we got Straight Through the Road, STR, baby, Wrestletalk, where we talk all things pro wrestling. Next up, we got the Show Off Show, that's right, the Beeline ENT Entertainment. And then on Sunday nights, we going live on the line with that group panel discussion. Check us out. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. Head on over to YouTube and subscribe. Also, pick up some merch. The Beeline ENT LLC. Let's go.
Hey, you out there. If you want energy like this,
get the energy of me, Brian B. Enter that promo code BrianB, and get 10% off your order today. Get more W. Get more power.
WTW, Wrestletalk Wednesday.
That's right, it's your boy Brian B from the Beeline Entertainment LLC, followed by the American prodigy Warren Marlowe from the Buzz with Marlowe podcast, and you know your boy Trey on Wheels from the 1130 podcast, talking that wrestling. Yeah! Be there and make sure you check in at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, and right after that, for WTW, we got the Str Nation, baby, Brian B, Lay, Slim Jefferson, we talking wrestling. Join us 9 p.m. Eastern Time right after commission talks on WTW. Make sure that you like, follow, subscribe, buy the merch, check out the website. Do it all.
everybody should know. Check it out. Your boy Brian B is trying to go live on TikTok, baby. Follow the Beeline ENT. Head on over to my channel. We got a lot of content. I'm doing a lot of stuff, and I'm going to be doing a lot more. Check us out. Follow us, the Beeline ENT LLC. I'll see you there.
2,000 years later.
It's game time. It's game time.
Stacked. You can whisper behind my back. You can show me how the odds are up against me all day long. You can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. My feet have come too far for you.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are the only one. 'Cause there's something special about you.
That's right. There's something special about you. There's something special about me, too. You know what that is? I'm here on a Wednesday. Wrestletalk WTW. What's good, y'all? Feels good to be back. Hope you guys really enjoyed last week's edition of STR Straight Through the Ropes Wrestle Talk. We had a lot of fun. It was, if you weren't there, we played for the first time the "Oh, you didn't know" suck. We told everybody suck it. We were having a ball, yo. But we played the "Oh, you didn't know" wrestling trivia game, and it was a lot of fun. It was Str Nation versus the Commission Talks. You know, the civil rivalry. You know, we went down. We had a tag team match. It was amazing, bro. A lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for supporting that episode. I will be putting like clips out of it and stuff like that. And right now we are currently, I'm gonna start this off by saying we're currently looking for new opponents, man. We're looking for the factions to join forces and stuff like that. And we go up against different teams. So if you guys got a wrestling show or you're wrestling fans, you got a group of 2 to 4 people. We're trying to keep it at that, it's, a decent amount. 2 to 4 people. You want to come on and test your wrestling knowledge. You're more than welcome to hit me up, send me a message on Facebook or something like that, and we're going to get it started. But before we do anything, we got a wrestling show today. STR is in the building, and we also have a guest. He's going to come on, and he's going to be talking with us as well. We're going to get to know him while he's on the show. Very interesting name and promotion he's promoting here today. But it's going to be a lot of fun, man. We just got done with commission. Me and Dre held it down. It's Warren's birthday today, so he was doing birthday stuff. He popped in for a little while with us, but there's been a lot of wrestling going on. We got 2 pay-per-views this weekend. It's a lot going on. I feel good, though, bro. I hope you guys all watched the web show last night, man. I've been doing these web shows. My web shows, man, listen. It's so therapeutic, yo. I never thought it would be that, but it is that, and it's starting to become it more. I'm really enjoying the shows recently, so... Before I get too emotional and mushy on you, got to remember, LA gonna come on here and tell me it's a heel faction. We heels over here, baby. Ain't none of that soft shit. But check it out. It's your boy, Brian B. And we only got one more thing to do before we start talking to the crew, and that's this. Let's go! That bell rings, it means it's time to talk the wrestling. What's good, crew?
What's up?
Chilling, man. Look at Slim. Look at Slim over here. Either he's super casual tonight, he's in a street fight. Slim, what's good, bro? Looking like me over here and shit.
No, right? Me and a cutoff.
Yeah,
Slim still think he at Raw. That's what it is.
Listen, there you go. Slim had a good start to the week.
And I tell y'all, that set the tone for my week. It was so fun. Like, there's no doubt that Jey Uso is the #1 babyface on Raw right now.
Bro. And
when I tell y'all that place was rocking, you can tell by my video. You can hear me in the background hype as shit. Like
listen.
That place, Greensboro, was rocking on Monday night. Like, even though he didn't get the dub, I mean, Jey Uso had it rocking, man. It was fun. I had a great time.
Yeah, that's definitely a conversation. I ain't gonna lie. It's crazy because I was thinking about that, and I remember I was like teetering for a while, like thinking about, if Jey is gonna really ever stand outside of the Usos. I can't lie. A part of me is I'm still kind of there where I'm like, listen, I still see Jey as Uso, but he's doing a tremendous job, bro. Like, he's holding it down. The losing shit, we gonna have to address it, but he's doing a good job. He's doing a good job. How you guys doing, man? Great day? Good day?
Yeah.
I'm good, man.
Pretty good. Yeah, me too. Been an okay week, Stuff's going on. You wearing your belt. I still don't have my belts. I don't know what the hell's going on in my life. I just accepted it, though. Like Lay said, I'm going to have to, take my time and, get stuff the hard way. But it's coming. It's coming eventually. I'll have my shit. It's because, you know what? Go ahead. Lay done
resurrected the Divas Championship.
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
I can't wait to show it. Oh.
Yeah, I know, man.
I'm legit thinking about getting like the women's championship, like the one like with Sable and them used to have.
That's my favorite one.
I'm teetering towards it. But my
Yeah.
dad, he wants the big gold first, so I got to get him out of the way for Father's Day. I got to acknowledge my tribal chief first.
Father's Day. You just gave me a reason to spend money. I forgot about that.
Oh, yep,
There you
Ryan.
go.
Yeah.
Spend some money. Yeah, but guys, we do have a guest in the room, and I'm gonna bring him in. We're gonna get to know him on the show. STR. Listen, I know we haven't been on for about 2 weeks as far as being able to talk wrestling, and like I said, there's been a lot of wrestling happening. We haven't really had a show where we were able to talk about like events since Backlash. So yeah, we definitely got to get on and talk some wrestling, yo. And we're gonna do that with him here. We're gonna get to know him while we're on the line tonight. So bringing in, I'm gonna introduce him, and he's gonna tell us everything about himself. He got a wrestling promotion. He also has like a wrestling network, or an app. I'm not sure, but we're gonna get to know him today. So coming to the ring, we got my man Professor Bear. I don't think I ever thought I'd be able to say that name. Professor Bear. That's a wrestling name for your ass right there.
Man.
What's going on, man?
Man, just living the life, enjoying it.
Yeah, that's how it is, for real.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, glad to have you. I know, we've had a couple times we're trying to get you on. It's been a busy time of the year. I know you busy. We got stuff going on, shows everywhere. But welcome to Straight Through the Ropes Wrestletalk, where we talk that wrestling straight to the point. And glad to have you. So I want to, introduce you to everybody. This is Lay. She's our coordinator. She keeps us grounded and shit like that. But then she go off the handle too. So when she go off, we just let her. Like, you're supposed to keep us in check. And of course, my guy Slim Jefferson. That's my man right there. We the team. And then of course I'm Brian B, your host with the most over here. But more importantly, introduce yourself, man.
Well, I am Professor Burr. Give you a quick story on how I got that name.
Okay.
It was my daughter, she calls me Burr. So me and my partner were doing a podcast, and my daughter came in to talk to me about something, and she walked out the room. He's like, "Oh man, can we call you Burr?" I was like, "Man, if she say yeah, it's good. If not, no." So I asked her, she's like, "Yeah, they can call you that." I was like, "Cool." Man, he's like, "Boy, you got all that wrestling knowledge. You Professor Burr." And that's how it came up, and that's how it's been since.
Professor Bear. Listen, if you were a wrestler and your name is Professor Bear, let me ask: are you a baby face or you a heel?
What I am is just kick ass. Whatever I got to do, whoever's in my way gets got. That's it.
It's pretty good answer.
Either you like me, you don't like me. As long as I get my money and my championships, we good.
There you go. Hey, let's argue with that answer. I'll be a heel. What would y'all be? That's a good question going around the room real quick. I think y'all know I'll be a heel. I'll be a heel all day. I'll try my best not to be a babyface. Well, Lay, what about you? What would you be if you was in the ring?
I would say a heel, but they'll probably build me as a face. So I just have to accept it and just live my life as a Bianca Belair on Etsy.
Like Etsy. How you gonna downgrade yourself like that? Slim, what you got? What you babyface in here? I'm gonna put it out there. I think Slim be a babyface. Slim come out there holding it down.
Bruh, as I could pull off babyface, but give me the full stuck-up Miz heel treatment. I would love to. Give me that A-lister run when he first came back from Hollywood. It was sitting in the director's chair and shit. Like,
great.
Turn me up to that level. Like, I think it said it best. Like, heels are so good when they just turn up their authentic selves. Like, Miz cranking himself up to 1,000, MJF cranking himself up to 1,000. Hell, Ravishing Rick Rude. Dude had your wife on his tights.
For real, bro. People forget that shit.
He did.
Yeah.
See, it's certain things I'm not going to tolerate when it comes to me being a wrestler. You're not going to put my wife, kids, none of that in your mouth. and you're not gonna spit on me. You spit, everything we talked about in the back is out the window.
Yeah. Shoot season. Shoot season for
Like,
real.
You would have beat Christian ass in early 2000s because that was his gimmick.
Spitting on you and shit. Listen, bro.
Remember that him and Randy Orton in that rivalry? You spit on that man.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Damn, you forgot about that. You forgot about that rivalry right there. That was Christian versus Randy for a little bit. Yeah, they had some flyby ones real quick. But yeah. So Professor Bear, awesome meeting you, sir. Interesting how you got your name. So tell us a little bit more about yourself. Like, what brings you on the show today as far as wrestling?
Well, I'm part of a group, and we're called the Wrestling Society Network, and we promote everything wrestling. We don't care if you're independent wrestler. We don't care if you WWE. If it's wrestling, we're about it. And right now we got a Facebook page where we invite everybody to come on and give your opinion about wrestling. If you want to promote a particular promotion, feel free to. We just want to have a community of people who enjoy wrestling. So my partner, and he's actually the founder of the Wrestling Society Network, Brady Owens, he started in 2018, and he was trying to do everything himself, and it got to a point where he was getting burnt out and just couldn't do it, so he took a break from it. And so in 2021, he was starting to look for co-hosts, and he had a thing up on Facebook. Well, I saw it, and I thought, no, I'm not going to mess with it. And I told my my girlfriend at the time, my wife now, I had told her I saw it, and she was like, you should do it. And I'm like, man, nobody ain't going to listen to me talk about wrestling. She's like, please. You'll sit there and debate with God if he came down.
That's right.
So go on and do it. So I gave it a little thought, and I said, nah, she's right. Let me go on and do it. I did the video, and less than an hour later, he hit me up. We talked, and we became partners. From there, we started, we did a podcast. We had a podcast show. There's a bunch of us. Then one day, a bunch of us were talking, and 2K got brought up, and we was like, man, we should do a promotion. It's kind of popular, but we can do it the way we want to. Man, make it seem as realistic as possible. So we got it together. It took us like 2 months to do the pay-per-view. When you're talking about recording and trying to give everything, we punching it in like we Eazy-E. Don't know how to do it. Say one word, stop. Okay, do it again. Stop. Okay, we're going to keep this, blend this in. We went that route. So once we got it done, looked at it like, man, this could be something. So we started doing our little storylines and stuff. And before we knew it, we had put it out on YouTube, and we were surprised by the numbers of the pay-per-view. It was like, wow. Then we started noticing we were getting views from overseas. Like, what? That's crazy.
So this is
doing the shows and pay-per-views.
Just to make sure we get it, I want to make sure that we are on the same page, because you're saying that this is, you guys are doing kind of like a video game type of so you put like the world together in the video game, and you do like the matches and stuff like that, and have stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I heard of that before.
So we were tripping when we saw some of the numbers we were getting back. Like, man, we're getting 2,000 views on this.
Yeah.
3,000.
There's an audience for that shit for sure.
Yeah. So one day we did one, and we ended up hitting 20,000 around the world, and we're just blown away by it. So we're doing that, and we were talking about some other things. Hey, we're gonna do a web page. So wrestling, you can do wrestling, have whatever. You can go to it, get information and stuff. Well, one day the owner, Brady, he decided, man, an app would be cool. We're gonna do an app. So he went to start getting the stuff together before he told us. Then he told us, like, wow, okay, we got a little content. We do different talk shows and different things like that. He's like, but we need something not just for us. We got to have a lot of content. So we started reaching out to different content creators, and we started getting a lot of different things together. So we released it in March. And what it is an app with everything wrestling. You can think of it, we probably have it. We have, like I said, we have other content creator podcasts. We have our shows like the B&B show. We got Heels versus Face. We have wrestling documentaries. We have wrestling bios. We got wrestling movies, like WWE movies. We got that. We have other independent organizations shows, like we got CCW, Carolina Championship Wrestling. We have oh man, going blank a little bit. We have the Midwest All-Star Wrestling. So we have a lot of different contents and things. We have talking about video games, where we talk about different wrestling video games. We have a lot of wrestling content, and it's on it's on Roku, it's on Amazon, it's on the Fire Stick, and it's on Apple TV. And
so this is a you said an app. Is it like, like app on your phone, or like, just one of the ones you can watch? You just click on it and it pulls up like kind of like a Netflix kind of deal.
Yep. If you go to any of those sites I told you, you put in WSN, you'll see our logo pop up, which I always get mixed up. This my logo on my shirt, that'll come up, and then you'll see the different things we have on there.
Nice.
Okay. So how do you collect the content for WSN?
Well, we talk to different people who own the content and pretty much say, look, we're not trying to take your content. We don't want that. What we want to do is have you come onto our platform and get you more notoriety. We want you to basically think of it as free publicity.
Promotion. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it sounds like, at least.
Yeah, and we don't charge anybody. The app is free. And we're just trying to, like I said, we want the wrestling community to be able to go to one place and say, you know how it is when you want to look for something different in wrestling. You get on Google, you got to put in wrestling there, wrestling this, and it sends you all over the place, but where you want to go. We're trying to make it a little bit easier and
like streamline that experience.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is it right here.
Yep, that's it.
Okay, awesome. So literally you'll have I see. So there's a lot of independent promotions on here, and like you guys said, you're doing the whole the video game, the 2K creation suites and stuff like that, where you make the pay-per-views and stuff like that and play them out. And I heard you say that like you have like even like WWE movies and stuff like that. So when you're finding those, like, do you have like partnerships with these companies? Like Lay was asking.
Well, with certain people own the rights to it, and long as they give us the permission to use it, is so in a sense we have a partnership with that.
Got it. Okay.
And
That's interesting.
And one of the things, like I tell you, the funniest one for me, we have action figure promotion.
Oh, really?
Now, the craziest thing is anybody who, if you're not into action figures and stuff, you're like, why in the world do I want to look at action figure promotion? I looked at one, and it was just for me to look and get a little knowledge about it so I can talk about it. I didn't plan to look at it for about 15 minutes. I was like, 15 minutes be plenty and I can go. 2 hours later, I was like, oh crap, I got to get off of here and go do what I originally was going to do. And it's crazy because it's not like you see their hands moving the action figures. You'll see them walk.
Oh, yeah.
They have their own, the theme music, the backgrounds. I got so entrenched with it that I zoned out. Like, man, this is action figures, not real. Yeah. But I got so caught up in it. I caught myself yelling at the TV to tell one, come on, man, kick out.
Got into that shit.
And then what really got me is when he threw him over the top rope. He slid out, slammed his head into the turnbuckle. He was bleeding. I'm like,
That's crazy.
That is crazy as hell.
Man, I'm telling you, if you look at it, my words are not is not doing it justice.
Yeah, I've seen it. They have those. They play them on TikTok. They have them like on YouTube and stuff like that. Yeah, there's a lot of people have a lot, man. People are creative, yo. They make it's kind of like stop motion, stop motion animation or whatever.
Right.
The people are real creative, yo. They make whole backgrounds. They make a whole thing out of it. And it's enjoying. It's definitely enjoying. I mean, I loved action figures when I was a kid. It's not as big now. Now more. It's crazy with toys and shit. People collect toys. Like you still got adults buying toys. In kids, they don't even give a shit about them.
You say that too, because when I used to work at Toys R Us when it was around, and I used to collect them. My kids knew when they went in a certain room, you don't mess with daddy's toys.
Oh yeah,
they were still in the package, had them all over my wall. They knew, and got my daughter into collecting things. My son.
Yeah. Being a collector, man. You see, like I got the movies and stuff like that. I love that shit. I love having stuff to see.
You can see behind me. I collect video games.
I was looking at that. Yeah, you got some. What do you got over there? I see. I definitely see Super Nintendo cartridges. I see Sega cartridges. Mm-hmm. So you just like go around. I see the systems in the back on that white rack over there.
Yeah, I got
childhood shit, bro.
I got Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64. I got Genesis. I got the Dreamcast. I got Sega. I got PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Damn. I got the original Xbox 60, 360, Xbox X. I just don't have the latest one of them. And in a couple
you ain't missing
weeks,
nothing. Don't worry about it.
In a couple of weeks, I have a Sega CD.
Sega Saturn, Sega CD. Yeah, Sega Saturn, Sega CD. I remember them shits too. Damn, that's crazy. Damn, but yo, listen, that's awesome, man. So how long have you been a wrestling fan? Like, because you don't just wake up and start doing shit like that.
Well, funny enough, it almost was like that because my earliest memories are wrestling because my dad was a wrestling fan. So everybody in the house watched wrestling. Yeah. We used to go every week or every 2 weeks to the wrestling show. And see, I live in Knoxville, Tennessee, and it has a lot of rich history of wrestling.
Bianca Belair.
Man, and it's funny. I wasn't gonna bring it up.
Wait. Kane is your mayor right now.
Oh,
okay. Safe. Y'all safe as hell over there.
Let me give you two stories then, real quick.
Go ahead.
The first one, Bianca Belair's father went to school with my brothers and sisters.
Okay.
Oh wow.
So, matter of fact, my sister talks to her dad all the time.
Okay.
So that's a big thing for me. I'm like, yeah, I know Bianca. Nah, I don't. But I went to school with a cousin. So I have ties that if something came up, I could get to maybe send her a message or something.
Yeah, it wouldn't be crazy. It wouldn't be like awkward. You know,
Right,
Yeah.
right.
We close a little bit. I can see Professor Bear over there making up reasons and shit. Oh, just, come on, bro.
No,
I just need a little
and see,
recipe.
even with that, I try to be real respectful
Oh,
of her privacy and her family. I don't want to be one of those people.
Oh, trust
Yeah.
me. Yeah, I get that for sure.
So the second story is one day I was working. I was working at Toys R Us, and they had me in the electronic department. And it was like early, about 9:30, 10 o'clock, something like that. And I'm just standing there. There's nobody really in the store. I'm bored just standing. And I saw a guy walk in. And the first thing that struck me was, because the entrance was way down on the other end. And I thought to myself, well, damn, that guy got to be tall if I can notice him way over here. So he's walking towards me, and I kept like, man, he ugly. Then I thought to myself, you don't see too many white people with bald heads like that. He came a little closer. I was like, oh crap, that's Kane. And he came in the department, and I'm looking at, and the next thought came to me is like, either Kane is not really tall, or I'm a tall man. Now I'm 6'4", so to me, I'm just normal. But I know why other people think I'm big, because I am. But so I'm looking at Kane, and he just a few inches taller than me. And I'm like, man, I could probably take you.
Hey, Kane, we didn't say that shit over here.
So
you the mayor over there gonna evict your ass and all that.
So then he got what he wanted for his daughter. I rung him up. I didn't fan out with him. I was like, here you go, have a good day.
Yeah.
I like seeing you on wrestling. I think that's all I said, and left him alone.
It's hard to resist that shit too though. I was working at Target. I think I told the story on here. I was working at Target, and I usually work electronics, but this day I don't know if I was covering a shift or something like that. I was doing the registers. It was kind of slow, and I was standing there by the damn the jewelry box, and stuff like that's right in front of the store, and in comes fucking Farouk, yo, Ron Simmons, in some slides, yo. He was some fucking sandals on.
Damn.
Yeah, he had some sandals on. He came in, and he walked right up. He walked right up to me, and I was looking right at him. I'm like, fucking Farouk over here, just walking in the store I work in. And he came up to me. I said, yeah, I know you are. I'm not gonna make a big scene. Like, yo, thank you for your wrestling and stuff. He shook my hand, and he was like, where can I get a cell phone? And I was like, cell phone? Of course you come to my department when I'm fucking not over there. and I was like, just go down there, man. There's somebody down. I was like, usually I'm down there, but somebody will help you down there. And he was like, oh, thanks, man. He pat me on the chest. But cool ass dude. He wasn't doing anything. But it's cool when you see wrestlers. It was hard for me to like, yo, I've watched your fucking matches, bro. Like,
But look. The other part of the story is, of course, y'all know Kane is the mayor, and my daughter, she was working at a dry cleaners, and so she called me and like, "What are you doing?" I probably was sitting around nothing, whatever, waiting to go to work or whatever. And she was like, I got something for you. I said, okay, I'm gonna send it to you. I said, okay, it's a picture. Okay. I bet it was a damn picture of her and Kane. And of course, she bigged me up to him. Oh, my dad knows, love wrestling, been following you. He remember when you in Smoky Mountain wrestling, blah, blah.
Woo.
And it was like, oh, snap.
Partnering with Al Snow.
Right.
Yo, listen. I know my shit, yo. But yeah, that's real crazy, man. I mean, first of all, congratulations on the app. You know,
Thank you.
your story is really refreshing to hear as far as like, you know, when you're talking about networking. You know, us the three of us, you know, we teamed up. I think we've been a team for like going on like 4 or 5 months now. And you know, it just kind of like 4 or 5 months, right? And it's crazy that's like we all just teamed up just with the love. Like, you know, hey, I hit them up, and me and Lay met and through a mutual acquaintance that used to be on the show with us too. And it's like we literally just kept doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the best thing. I've met multiple people who, you know, I've had on the shows and wanted to do something similar, but we just kept doing it. And I love that networking part, bro. And look what you guys kept doing the same thing, and now you're growing. You got an app, you got all this new stuff, making connections, learning how to do things. It's a big deal, man.
It is crazy because the biggest thing that I thought would be so hard turned out to be the easiest thing, and it's talking to these promoters about trying to get on our network of what we are about. And at first I thought, man, they ain't gonna listen to me. What do I bring to the table? Who am I in wrestling? Man, I'm just a fan. And after getting to talk to a few of them, and I was lucky enough to do interviews with some owners and stuff, man, I realized most of them just down to earth businessmen. And in the end, this is a business. And I kept trying to show them what we could do for their business. And it's like, man, join us. And it's not like I know everybody say when you hear something is free, the first thing come to your mind, what's the catch? What's the catch? And I'm like, I promise you there is no catch. The only thing we are asking is use your video. If there's certain videos you don't want us to use, we won't. If you want to say you rock with us for 3 months, and then you're like, okay, well, we got a bigger platform that we want to go to. Just give us 30-day notice. No hard feelings. We understand business is business, but when you have to pay other promoters and stuff to get on the network, why not come to ours? We're doing it for free. We're trying. And again, will it always be for free? No. We're trying to build up. So
that's
take advantage.
That's an important part.
Yeah. And that's what I tell people.
In.
And I'm straight up with them. It's like, I'm not saying that we're not going to get down the road maybe and start charging, but if you come on first now, you ain't paying nothing, and you're going to get that discount for being a part of it before we started going this route.
Yeah.
So like I said, I feel like a win-win for both. And again, I get it if you don't, but hell, why not try? Like I said,
right,
30 days. 30 days. Look, I mean, like, hey, okay, we'll try you for 30 days. Cool.
Yeah.
Get on, we'll put it, see what you think. If you like it, cool. If you don't, no hard feelings.
Hey, well, I want to be the first one to say on behalf of STR here, I'm pretty sure my team will agree with me. If you would love to take our content and, you know, if you want me to send you anything and throw it on your website, well, we'd more than appreciate it. We have great conversations on here. STR, baby, we doing big shit.
You know what? We will have a conversation after this.
Yo, listen, I'm down for sure. One thing I've learned in this journey is definitely, you know, take advantage of opportunity, man. You know, a lot of times people do get, and I'm not excluding myself. I was one of them. Lay, I know you've been in this industry as well. Like, you know, sometimes you reach for the big picture. You think that's all there is, and then you forget, man. Working your way up, making connections, building. You know, there's a lot of people that I talked to at the beginning of the, you know, of this journey or whatever. And then, you know, I look back now and either they're nowhere to be found, and like they never had a show and they never had anything they were doing, or they're higher. They're where they are. And I can hit them up like, hey, man, great to see you. Oh, yeah, I remember I was on your show. We had a kid, name was Gunner Pope. And cool guy. He's real small town raised, but he was like a fucking model beauty, you know what I'm saying? Like one of them boy band kids, whatever.
Right.
So he got a lot of attention and stuff like that. So we had him on, and this guy, he's over there in movies. I think he played in that movie Elvis, or he played with the guy who played in the movie Elvis. And like, you never know who you connecting with and shit. So take advantage of opportunity.
Yeah, I think it's.
But
I think it.
go ahead, bro.
No, I think it's cool that you're providing a platform not only for entertainment, as far as like the video game content that you create and the action figure content, but I think it's also cool that you're almost like an independent operation, but also bringing light to these independent promotions that a lot of people might not be aware of. But also, this actually gets a chance to people to, see some people and, hey, you never know. Somebody be like, hey, saw this kid in this independent wrestling promotion. Like, hey, hit up Tony Khan, hit up Triple H. Like, give these people a chance or something like that. I think that's really cool. And I think it's like, sometimes, you can't always get to the mecca at first. So you have to build your own machine and, then get noticed by the bigger machine. So I think that's cool, man. And honestly, bro, all those video game you got back there in the background is bringing me back to my childhood. Because good Lord, I feel like I had every one of those systems over the years.
Man, that's for me. That I love just doing the things you're talking about. Like with smaller promotions, I always look at, man, who can I say 5 years from now will be in the big show, and I can say, see, I saw him come up from here. He just made his way, or even just for me, I'm 50 years old, so I remember the territorial days very well, and to me, we're back in that system of territorial, but it's so much better because you have different platforms. So me being from Tennessee, I can see a show in California and I can keep up with it. And then I think to myself, man, I just looked up and found that promotion. Man, if I put it out there, how many other people will get to see it from wherever they are and may enjoy it, may even want to be a wrestler, and they'll see, hey, we're doing tryouts, blah, 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 this, that. You just never know. Yeah. So I love that. Plus, I'm a big believer of history. I love doing history stuff and putting people on with information that they would never know any other way. Like I did another podcast and we were talking, and he asked me what was the biggest thing I've been at live. So I thought to myself, I've been to a bunch of different things, but the one thing that stuck out to me, I like the Big Show. When WCW was still around, the Big Show got kicked out the NWO in Knoxville twice. Nobody even really paid that any attention. But if you go and look at it, you will see the Big Show. Both times he got kicked out the NWO, they were here in Knoxville, and I was at both of them.
Man.
Wow.
Listen, NWO, bro. One of the best things in wrestling. Yo. I love NWO.
And I love meeting people, wrestlers and stuff. Probably one of my personal favorite stories I always tell is meeting Jim Cornette.
This motherfucker.
So we were at a convention, and in Charlotte, they were having a convention, and they had all the wrestlers on stage at a table, and you walk by, talk to them, and get autographs or whatever. So we were going down the line, and Jim Cornette and the original Midnight Express, Bobby and Dennis, were sitting at the table. So I walk up to Jim. Hey, man, I love you, la, la, la. So I go next to Dennis. Man, I love to hate y'all. The Rock and Roll Spread Band, just fan it out. So then I went down to Bobby. Man, Bobby, man, you just worked it. Yeah. Bobby said, well, thank you. So I started walking off, and I turned around. I looked at him. I was like, oh, shit, you talk. Jim Cornette was sitting there drinking, I think, a Coke and spit that shit out, laughing. Bobby looked at me. That just gave me just the I will kill you look. So I didn't think nothing about it, laughed it off. Me and my boy were next day, I'm trying to find an ATM to get some cash out. And we walking around. And you know how you get that feeling that somebody's watching you?
Mm-hmm.
I just got a feeling. And I turned around, it was Bobby. And he said, now, say that shit you were saying yesterday. Man, I didn't know what to do. I was just froze. And I thought, man, he gonna kick both our asses.
I'm telling you, you gotta be
So
careful.
only thing I could do, I just balled up I had my hand behind me, so I just balled up a fist I'm thinking, do I swing first? At least I can say I hit him if I hit him first.
Do something.
And he busted out laughing and hugged me. I was like, man, don't play like that. You about to have me shit myself. Stop.
I tell you, man, you ain't mess with these wrestlers over here.
No.
But listen, Professor Bear, listen, we really appreciate you coming on today. And we would love you to stay on with us as well while we go into our next segments here as well. Here at STR, we haven't had a chance to talk about the current product, man. There's been a lot going on in wrestling. Are you still a fan? Like, you still watching it regularly, or are you kind of just promoting and stuff like that?
Well, I was going to say this, and I hope this doesn't make me look bad. But I'm sitting here watching AEW and doing it.
So is Slim. Slim, he ain't tricking nobody. Yeah. Slim watches. Like, we know. I'll be honest, when I do shows, like, that's one of the things. Ever since I was like, when I first started, I would watch Raw on my tablet. I have Raw just playing on the tablet and stuff like that, and do my shows. I always did that.
Man, the way I have my room set up.
Yeah.
You see the TV in the back.
Yeah, we can see the reflection. System. Yeah.
I got a screen above that doubles as a second
monitor,
right, for my computer. Then I got a third one next to it that I got a second computer hooked up to. So if I have to multitask, I'm good at it. That's why sometimes you'll see me glance up, because I'm seeing
AEW's on. Oh yeah, listen. Speaking of AEW, man, that's one of the events that we got going on tonight, and everybody knows on here. You know, I'm not an avid watcher, but I definitely pay attention to what's going on. So let's just start with AEW. I know there's a lot of WWE stuff we want to talk about. Figure we go backwards this time. Lay, have you been watching? Like, do you watch it regularly, or do you kind of just?
I haven't lately.
Has it gotten boring?
No, it's not that. You know, I just been busy with that ring stuff, the ring queen stuff. So
that's right. They've been putting it down, man. But one thing we got going up is one of their most popular events, and that is Double or Nothing. And it looks like it's actually a really good card. I guess what, Slim, one of the big ones is Mercedes Moné return to the ring, against the person that took her out, right?
Yeah, Double or Nothing should be it's a very solid card for AEW. That's a lot of storyline culminations coming into their summer stretch. You got Trent Beretta versus Orange Cassidy, which should be pretty good. They have a pretty good friendship storyline going. But to the main question, Willow and Mercedes Moné, this will be actually the first official match for Mercedes Moné in AEW, which I think will be pretty good. Yes, the last time that these two faced was in New Japan Strong for their women's open weight title. And
that's right.
Mercedes was supposed to go over in that match, but she, I think, hurt her ankle pretty badly, and they called an audible, and Willow won. So it's going to be interesting to see if, Mercedes, formerly known as Sasha Banks, can, hold a title in AEW. I think it's interesting that they kind of kept her away from the main women's title. To me, right now, she's one of their biggest women stars and the asset, but I also understand because the timeless Tony Storm is over as shit. Like Tony
Yeah.
Storm is killing the game right now. This whole Marilyn Monroe black and white thing, like she's so kayfabe. Somebody recently got married or had a
Yeah.
baby, and her picture was in black and white.
Yep.
So
But she
like,
was standing in the group and everybody else was in color. I thought that was so
uh,
dope.
Yeah, that was Ruby Soho getting married.
That's right. That's right. And they had the little Riot Squad reunion there as
yeah.
well. I saw that. I listen. It's a little off topic. I didn't know Ruby Soho. I don't know if she swings all ways or whatever, but I thought she was lesbian.
No.
Just a
Shit, I just
rock
thought
star
so.
chick. Man.
Sorry,
Brian.
Lay, I'm judging the shit out of her.
Like, you gotta tell me before you say stuff like that so I can hold on to my wig. Like, what? I went, gosh.
Hey, listen, to wake y'all fucker. It's been a long. We had a guest today, so I haven't said no outlandish shit. All right, I'm back.
Yeah, so you made up for it.
I thought she was, yo. I'm not saying anything bad, but I thought I heard something. She had like a girlfriend or something like that before. I don't know.
She might have did. It's
I'll tell you, I think
24, right? Go ahead, Slim.
I'll tell you, a match to me that's probably gonna steal the show is gonna be Roderick Strong versus Will Ospreay, and I think a lot of people, I think, don't give Roderick Strong enough credit by how fucking good he is in the ring. Yeah. And somebody said it best. Well, Jericho actually said it best. Roderick Strong is this generation's Dean Malenko. He's just he can talk and he's a little bit more athletic. But think about it, technical wise, almost the same move set. Kind of for some people a little undersized, but he's a workhorse. And I think this is gonna be a crowning moment for Ospreay. You know, being international champion, we're headed to All In Wembley soon. So I think him going over Roderick Strong is a very strong possibility. And a match of interest to see is Malachi Black versus Adam Copeland, aka Edge.
I'm interested in that one too. Like, the reason why is because I'm not, and like we said, I'm not like the biggest follower. But when I saw this match, I don't know why it spoke to me a little bit. I feel like since Edge has been there, like he's had this thing with Christian. He's got the belt now, the TNT Championship, but it's like it's been flat. To me, it's been flat, bro. That's Edge. Like, he ran over there like he was gonna do so much. I don't really think he's had anything that's been like worthwhile. I mean, he's had a couple matches here and there. He had, the little partnership with Darby Allin and Sting. I mean, I just thought the shit was boring so far. But I don't know why, but this shit stood out to me. Like, Malachi Black is one of their characters where I feel like he's definitely on the rise. I feel like, I would love to see something with him and Swerve. I would love to see, like, where they take it. I think he should go over, and if he doesn't, it's going to be a giant mistake in my book. But, yeah, I'm interested in this shit, too.
My thing is, though, like, okay, they had a good trios title run. But to me, Malachi Black has always been better as a single star.
Yeah.
Like, when I saw him as Aleister Black and, like, he was, kicking heads off in NXT, and he had that one moment with Big E before he got released and knocked his block off. Mm-hmm. And I think he should go over because I feel like the TNT Championship is essentially like how they almost christen the next person in AEW a little bit, or you got to be a workhorse to be able to have it. And say what you want about him in his character, but Christian Cage did elevate that shit because nobody gave a damn about the TNT title until Christian Cage had it. I'm sorry, nobody gave a damn about it. He elevated it, made it a whole heel thing. He just took it to another level, like Miz did in 2014 with the IC title. Mm-hmm. But I feel like Malachi Black should go over.
Yeah, talking about that real quick, like another person, Malachi Black. I would love to see him and fucking Karrion Kross have a match, yo. I don't know if they ever did, but I mean that would be because I know they both do like jujitsu and mixed martial arts, and they're technical in that way, and I think they would have a phenomenal match, bro.
The promo battles would be crazy.
I'm trying to tell you with that dark shit, yeah, they need more of it, man. You know, I've been, you know, one thing that has been happening, you know, not to jump around too much, but we got a lot of shit to talk about. You know, I'm just fucking to it. One thing that's been happening in WWE that I like is these little segments with Scarlett and Karrion Kross, where he's going up to, you know, you saw with the New Day, and he's like kind of like, you know, nudging and shit like that, and that the one that he did to Kofi. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of started sparking my brain like, yo, they trying to split the New Day?
It's always time for a turn. I said, oh,
that shit.
I agree. I definitely agree with you. They became stale, and without Big E there, it really is. It hurts them.
Yeah,
so
it ain't the same. I ain't gonna lie.
They do need to get a new feel for New Day, and a lot of people don't realize too. The New Day started out as heels.
Yep.
So they need to freshen them up.
Yeah, they were a heel preachers group. That's what Vince McMahon saw them as.
Yeah.
They took that shit and they ran with it, and they are established what they are today. 14 years later? Or no, it's at least 10 years later. I don't think it was 14. 2014, I think they got established. But yeah, when I saw stuff like that, man, you know, just speaking on some of the events that's been taking place, you know, let me kickstart you, because I know that you know, you've been wanting to talk about this, and we want to talk about it as well.
Don't you raise my pressure tonight.
Listen, y'all, we got King of the Ring this weekend, right? And one of the biggest matches on there is Becky
and Liv.
That's right. Go ahead, Leigh. I'm just gonna let you have this one. How you feeling about this match? You liking the build? What you feel about it?
I am, and I'm really liking Liv and Becky's little back and forth, because you know it's no secret that I say not Liv. Becky can't cut a promo, but having Liv coming out there and interacting with her, I do kind of like that.
Yeah, she been talking
shit. I want her to win because I want her to really go all into her revenge tour.
Yeah. Yeah, I fully agree. I think that Liv, her run right now is really introducing a new side. Her being, and of course, like we were just talking about earlier, like, you know, being a heel, it's easier work, man. You don't got to worry about you know, catering. You don't got to worry about, even in my opinion, as a heel or a babyface, you should never be pandering to the crowd. I don't give a fuck who you are. Like, you know, unless you Hulk Hogan, you know, doing the ear shit and the muscle flex. You should never be pandering to the crowd. You should just be doing stuff that you are going to do. You should be winning matches, or you should at least not be cheating, stuff like that. If you got to do the whole, hey, we're in Knoxville, Tennessee this week. Oh, yeah.
Hey, what do you want to talk about? Oh,
yeah.
Let me stop.
Get him, Leigh.
Let me stop.
Hey, Professor Bear, are you a Cody fan?
Man, I like Cody, but that bothers me. I was like, oh shit. What I want to talk about is why you can't come up with a new line, dog.
Oh,
and why do we have to talk about Dusty every week? Let him rest. Good Lord.
Bro.
But I ain't gonna talk about Cody too much.
No, yeah, I did a whole show without talking about Cody that much. The last show.
Well, and I get it, because he's the throwback. Face. Just everything. And hey, I can use my daddy and cry. Man, everybody.
Stop fucking
playing. Thank you. And those tears, they are gonna come.
He cries on everything. You know, my dog, he had a bandana and he lost it. But me being the son of a plumber.
Yo, what's the real shit? I'm thinking about it right now. Y'all are not lying. Ever since Cody came back, the first fucking promo he cut was about Dusty, yo.
Yep.
And then you wonder why he's so lost right now. It's because you can't really talk about it, because now you did what you wanted to do, and that's fucking ain't shit for you to do now.
Well, no, what got me too is how he flipped that on people. Because everybody came out, oh, your daddy. You're like, man, come on. You ain't got nothing else to talk about. My daddy trained you. My daddy gave you a chance. My daddy. my
My
daddy.
daddy. My
I'm
daddy.
not
My
your
daddy.
dad. If he was here, he would take the belt and he'd say, "We're Malcolm Weems, baby."
I just need for him to come out there one time and say, I'm going through hard times without my daddy. And I would.
They going in, yo. This is my kind of show. This is my kind of show right here.
I'm just glad that he chilled on the black talk.
Oh, listen.
Because in AEW, man,
AEW work.
People was about to lynch him.
Cody Rhodes, bro. See, if you want to be but the thing is, he was trying to be a babyface doing that shit.
Yeah, I get it. And I get it that you have a black wife.
But
and
you have to understand, though, he was tapping into his dad because we all know that a lot of Dusty's promo were inspired by like Thunderbolt Patterson. Like he gave off a black or like I thought he had a Jerry curl. So
that's right.
I mean,
thought he had a Jerry curl.
Hey, we can't talk about AEW. I mean, Cody and Brandon in AEW was way different because Brandy coming out there and saying who told you it was open mic night, bitch, to Jade was crazy as shit.
That's right.
That was nasty work. It was.
Well,
but I was here for it.
I got tired of Brandy because look, if just because your husband is an big in the company and you have a position, don't mean you get to come out there and stink up the wrestling ring whenever you want to. Look, hey, let's be real. Brandy barely could do anything.
The announcements in WWE, that's what you're going to say? She was barely do the ring announcing.
Nothing. Nathaniel.
That is one of the biggest things why I'm happy they're in WWE, because if they were going to put her on TV, it's going to be in NXT until she get trained or they have to fire her.
I wouldn't mind. That would at least be a little more interesting if they would make, like, if you want to do something and make Cody a little more interesting. I was hearing an article about this too, about giving him a manager, like, you know, just having him like on some back in the day shit. Because you are right, he is a back in the day heel. You know, give him a manager, man. Just give him somebody that's just something else to make him look a little bit more.
You don't want Brandy to be Sapphire, do you? Because that's too much.
Not Sapphire. Yeah. Please,
okay. That's
it don't gotta be
much.
extra. You don't need a fucking Prince Nana. But I'm just saying, like, you know, just have somebody that might.
He needs somebody like a Sensational Sherry or like a.
What they need to do is get Arn Anderson up there so he can pull a Glock again.
Oh, remember that shit?
Pull a Glock.
AEW was fucking reckless. Niggas just going crazy.
Bro, the first 2 years, they didn't give a shit. Like
they didn't care
they were doing whatever they wanted. Like here's my thing. Like Double or Nothing to make 5 years, they've been a company official, and I saw somebody say that there's a lot of people within those 5 years who are still in the same positions that they started with in AEW. I mean, I can't necessarily say that, but I say that sometimes they have suffered due to Tony Khan wanting to have these pissing matches against people, not necessarily the E per se, but people within the E. Like if somebody puts out a tweet and he don't like it, he's quick to like do something on Dynamite just to be petty on some shit like that. Like,
so Slim, I'm gonna ask you. Was it true? Because I read today that they were saying that Tony Khan, when Cody came back at that Rumble, that he told the wrestlers specifically, I better not catch any of y'all watching the Rumble.
Oh shit!
Man, I've seen that on 3 different wrestling platforms. Ones that have the blue marks on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. So I mean, I'm pretty sure he would have been pissed because, like, hey, one of my biggest cash cows is back in my rival company. So why would I want my talent watching that? But not trying to be funny. Cody's friends with half that damn roster anyway. Mentors half that damn roster. Not trying to be funny. I mean, I'm not going to be surprised if Ricky Starks jumps ship when his contract is up. Because, I mean, they're not using him for shit right now. And Ricky Starks to me is probably one of the best natural wrestlers, and he reminds me of a young version of The Rock because he's so cocky as shit.
Woo!
And I mean,
big shoes.
They have a lot of talent, and sometimes my gripe with AEW is that sometimes I think they're so talented, but they don't spread it around enough. Like, you know, they have their core people who they focus on, and that's about it. Like, Brian will probably laugh because we joked about it, but we're doing this farewell tour for Daniel Bryan, and we're just praying that he can stay healthy to the very end of it. I mean,
wasn't he the loudest mouth talking all this shit though? They don't wrestle over there, and bruh, just shut the fuck up, yo. Like that. That's why Daniel Bryan. Like I used to be a big Daniel Bryan fan until he did that shit, bro. Like running his mouth. Nobody wrestles, and stop playing, bro. Like you just disrespecting the shit out of people who made you.
I kind of agree what he said, but it wasn't a slight at them as far as the wrestling. He was saying the way that he likes wrestling that WWE doesn't do.
Bro, listen. And
I get it because honestly, I like what AEW do when they wrestle. Now, there's no slight at WWE, but it's just more. It's more of a traditional style of wrestling. They tell better stories, in my opinion, when in their wrestling. Now, they have great wrestlers over in WWE, but sometimes you can tell the difference between Brian in WWE and AEW.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's definitely different styles for sure. Like, you know, New Japan, you know, it's a lot, and AEW is more of a mixture of that environment. You know, with Will Ospreay and even you know Jay White. You know, you got a lot of guys over there who have that fast paced, energetic, you know, flippy, you know, spot for spot. And there's nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with it. Like we've had conversations like this a million times where we talk about like, you know, the biggest differences between AEW and WWE are, you know, what WWE is more theatrical, bro. You know, it doesn't mean that they can't wrestle. You know, they definitely throw down. Seth Rollins can't wrestle. AJ Styles, you know, come on, bro. Like motherfuckers are, you know, the greatest of the times right now. But at the same time, it's like WWE knows how to put together a story. They know how to put together something that's going to make you invest and spend $5,000 fucking dollars to buy a WrestleMania ticket at that time of the year.
Well, they're starting to get back to that, and that's definitely due to Triple H. The biggest problem when Vince was in there, he was stuck on his ways. Yeah. No, if it wasn't his way, screw you. I don't care what you did before you came here. Until you prove yourself here, you ain't nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely a big thing that you heard a lot of people saying, you know. And also another thing was just people literally kind of you know, mentioning like, you know, you go to Raw and they got you got your story, you practice, you did whatever, and then you get to Raw and the whole fucking show is scrapped and they starting from scratch. And there's only so much you can do to prepare for something like that, you know. That was one of the things Sasha Banks was saying. A lot of wrestlers were saying that, you know, it was hard to kind of gain any traction with any kind of story, any kind of environment, because it would change in the blink of an eye. And, you know, yeah, he's older dude, stuck in his ways, like you said. You know, Vince also gave us, you know, some of the greatest content in wrestling fucking history. He's literally the reason why we're watching it on cable and stuff like that. Him and his dad and, you know, the territories that he took over, you know, strong arm these motherfuckers.
Man.
But Slim's back. All right. But yeah, I mean, you know, not for nothing, like we were saying, like, you know, like we haven't really been talking a lot. We were talking about Becky Lynch. I don't even remember how the hell we got back onto AEW.
But before we flip off to Becky and stuff, I just want to give my opinion. Becky is definitely going to lose. This was a bill for Liv. Liv is definitely going to win it, and it's going to make Liv stronger. That's why they didn't have Liv winning in the Battle Royal. They want her to beat a main name versus a Battle Royal.
That's a good point.
I was that.
Pissed. I was pissed because she didn't win it. Go ahead, Slim.
I bet two things. Number one, I was live at Raw, and Becky told me to tell Lay hi because she said she heard her hating the other day.
Said it.
No,
say hi
she
to her,
didn't.
Lay.
So what did she? Okay, what was the crowd's reaction? You were there.
Yeah,
Because you know, me and Brian speculate that they just be playing up a little bit. So, what was the crowd like when Miss Becky came? The Becky Lynch came out with.
I ain't gonna lie, Becky got a good decent pop. It's not piped in. Like she got a good decent pop. Like I think that. Yeah, she got a good, decent pop, and I mean, you know, she had a lot of signs in the crowd, and she had like a lot of women I saw there had, you know, Becky or Rhea shirts on, as far as like the main two. But I agree, like we all know that the only reason that Becky is champion is because Rhea got hurt. Because I think it was all much confirmed. It's pretty much confirmed that Becky was going to take time off with Seth while he healed up from his surgeries and stuff like that.
That's right. So,
I mean, this is a perfect, you know, we all knew this was going to be a transitional run for Becky anyway.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fully in with y'all. Like, you know, I feel like Liv should go over. Now, will she? That's the question. Because I still need that reaction video if she don't. Of
She better, because I hate to have to go to Connecticut and knock on Hunter's door. I really would.
See, it's in Saudi Arabia. It's in Saudi Arabia, but that was the only thing we were talking about on the commission. Like, you know, I think just like Professor Bear said, like, I think that it's possible that, you know, they may do some shit where she doesn't, you know, get it. I don't understand what it would tell or what it would do, because she is a transitional champion.
Yeah.
You know, that's why they had that whole battle royal. I was pissed. Leia, I know you were pissed when she won it. But thinking about it, like how Bear just said it, like it does make more sense. Take it to the King of the Ring and let her beat Becky. And listen, don't fucking play either. Don't beat her on some, she had this shit. Unless you're going to give her like a manager or like a running partner, like kind of a Trish or Zoe Starks kind of deal. Then okay, but if you're just gonna do it where she has to win on some sneak shit, I think she should just straight go over Becky, yo.
Yeah.
And let Becky.
And I was thinking that she's gonna do something to put Becky out, to give her that reason to be gone. Because you're getting two birds with one stone with this. You're giving a win in Saudi Arabia. They're going to make a big deal out of a women's championship changing hands over there.
That's a good ass point too.
You sending Becky home with Seth and the baby. So that
that book.
Right. And plus, on top of that, everybody's
New
like,
York bestseller.
And she hadn't signed yet. So everybody, and then she drops the title. Everybody's going to think, oh my God, she's going to leave. She didn't leave because she dropped the belt and she ain't signed yet. She's not going anywhere.
Right the fuck there. Where's she going to
go? They
make
make too much money to go. Yeah. Why would you leave when you're on top? Yeah, and they're going to give you what you want. She ain't going nowhere. Your husband, son, please, anybody who thinks she's leaving, you're ignorant. That's all I can tell you.
I tell you one thing that none of us has said, though, that would make a little crazy sense.
What?
Liv could go over Becky, but what if Dom is the one that comes out and helps Liv?
See, that's what I'm saying. Yo. That's what I mean. Like, I can see it. She's definitely getting set up for either to be running with somebody or just like, you know, it's got to be something along those lines. We were even saying like speculation, like, yo, I could see Liv joining fucking Judgment Day.
No,
and,
because they said she got out the car with JD. Finn. Yeah, got out. They got out the same car the other night. It's a lot.
I don't think that she'll join, but I definitely see Dom playing a big role in it. That way, Mommy can come back and just destroy both of them.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and TV don't do this shit justice. JD McDonough's head is extremely big in person, bro. I was like, yo, what? Like it's misproportioned because like dude has the most fit body, but the widest skull I've ever seen in my life. I don't know how people taking headbutts from that man in the ring. That's a dangerous weapon.
He the only Samoan killer with the fucking head. That's you know, he reminds me of MODOK from fucking Marvel.
Oh,
big ass face shit to sit in the chair. Got that nigga a body.
No, you
finally.
know you wrong for that. No, you know you wrong.
Shit, Michael Cole
Brian,
calls him a Funko Pop toy.
Oh yeah.
That's
Brian,
perfect.
Brian, you like comics. JD is basically Reed Richards in the Maker form with his giant dome.
Bro, listen, I'm trying to tell you. With a big ass face. He's what's the fuck is his ego? The fucking the earth.
Oh yeah.
But nah, bro. All right. Sorry, JD. We over here talking shit about your head. But listen, something's happened with Judgment Day. Here's another big thing that somebody pointed out to me that I didn't. I was watching the video. Yo, what the fuck happened to Andrade, man? Already, Andrade's back. You know, out of sight, out of mind.
No, he's SmackDown.
He's on SmackDown.
Yeah, you know, because Charlotte's on SmackDown. You know, they keep the married couples on the same show.
Bro, I saw that motherfucker interacting with Judgment Day, and then I didn't see him anymore. He was gone.
Yeah, he was on SmackDown.
I don't know what happened. Yeah, bro, they didn't start doing some shit with some of these people, man. I know that, you know, hopefully after the King in the Ring, you know, we're establishing some stuff. You know, just for the hell of it, we haven't even talked about, like, you know, the matches or anybody.
Yeah.
Hey, Slim, when you were there and you were watching that Lyra fucking Valkyria and Io match, bro, was it as amazing as it was when we were watching on TV? Because that match was incredible.
Yeah.
It was.
That was the only thing, because like from my point of view, that was a great fucking match. But where I was at, the crowd wasn't getting into it until almost when they went to go to the finish. But like that to me was a clash of styles that I didn't think was gonna work, because Io is so high flying and Lyra is a mixture of technicality and a little bit of high flying. So it was it was interesting to see. And I ain't gonna lie, I thought Io was gonna go over. Not gonna lie to you. And when Lyra got the pin, the whole crowd was like, "Oh shit,
bro, that was the smartest shit to do."
Well, I tell you, people don't give Io her props with her ground game. Her ground game is stupid, but everybody's so used to seeing the high flying stuff, they don't give her credit for that.
Yeah, she's a beast,
but
man.
If you ask me to pick a winner, I got Nia all day, bro.
You got Nia. Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Bianca taking it.
I'm like Slim. I'm going with Nia.
Nia's like a super close second for me, but like they're almost neck and neck. But I don't know why. I got a feeling. I'm probably wrong.
I ain't gonna until I get confirmation on this Montez shooting up the club pregnancy rumor. I don't know, bro.
Oh, I bro, listen. If she was pregnant,
the way she was fighting with Tiffany Friday.
Yeah, she wouldn't be in a match at all. They would not allow that. There's no way in hell.
Well, it depends on how early in the pregnancy.
You think if they announce a pregnancy, you think WWE's gonna put that woman in a match? They would not take that risk.
Well, see, that's
they ain't
the
gonna
thing.
announce it yet.
That's the thing.
He already did. He put it on the on social media. Montez Ford did.
Well, but
in cold.
We need a blue check.
Good, man.
I mean, the only thing I agree with, like, the only thing I didn't like about the tournament so far was I knew they were gonna somehow pivot from doing Bianca versus Jade.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I agree with Lay that Nia match should have went on a little longer, and the DQ was BS.
Yeah, that's all I wanted. And I get the whole DQ thing because that still makes Jade look strong. That makes Nia look strong. Everybody gets to leave home, and that builds a story because, you know, she pulled a lady away from her baby and all of that good stuff. But the match was literally like 2 seconds long.
Because Jay can't hold the match. Because Jay can't hold the fucking match.
Brian,
be real.
Don't do that.
Hey, listen. Remember when Edge and Christian used to come out to the stage and used to be like, "Are we posing for the camera?" That was Jade. That was Jade and that Bianca fucking tag team.
She's doing the best she can. Okay.
Well, when she fucked up, hey, listen. When she fucked up in that match, she said, "Oh shit, what do I do?"
She was.
But I don't think
Jay
that
is
was
gonna
on
come
her.
through.
I think the rest of her fault, though.
Yeah,
I'm
Jade
sorry,
is gonna
Lay.
come through. Don't do him. Jade is gonna
What
come
I was
through.
going to tell you too. See, they're rushing the Jade and Bianca thing. They need to slow down.
Yeah.
And they really screwed up by going ahead and giving them the tag titles. They should not have gave it to them. They should have let them build so people can really get behind them. They're rushing it. And
I mean,
did you peep that little eye roll, like when they were exchanging after before Bianca went out and she was like, "Oh well, what happens if you win? I'll see you when you get there, and I'm gonna beat you," or something. Bianca saying, and Jay was like, "I said, oh."
Oh yeah. They
but
know they
see,
gonna play it.
people hadn't been noticing. Bianca been throwing shade since she was kicked off at Naomi for helping Bailey. She's slowly telling
they're teasing it.
the story of her. She's turning heel. She's slowly turning.
That's why I get in so many arguments with people, and that's why I get in so many arguments because I said it makes more sense for Bianca to turn heel than Jade.
A lot more.
Because the only thing she has to say is, "You try to take my spotlight. I'm the EST of everything."
But that's
all
why
you gotta do. And
that's why I feel like the king of the I'm not. You're right, because that's why I feel like the queen of the ring. That's just one of the factors why I feel like Bianca winning the queen of the ring, it gives her another reason to have that arrogance. And it's just like added on it. You know what I mean? So it's like everything is going to be established to make their shit big. And Bianca being in it, first of all, them putting Bianca in is like already a tease. Like, oh, you think you're going to see Bianca and Jade? And then all of a sudden Jade gets something to go, what the fuck? Okay, now it's just Bianca. Now it could go into a different level and, go to Nia. It would make sense to go to Nia because it gives her something to kind of play off of for a while.
Yeah. Exactly.
But if it went to Bianca and Bianca's like, I'm the queen and you should acknowledge me, we're the tag champions, and then Jade starts getting pissed like, bitch, you ain't a queen, I'm a queen too. You know what I'm saying? Like it kind of writes itself. It gives them more of a reason to have animosity.
But whatever gets me NXT semi-ratchet Bianca back, I'm here.
Let's go.
Don't even go here.
Man, that's what I'm talking about. People don't really realize on how great of a heel she is.
Yeah, we've seen this corny
and
baby face
after
shit.
so long, after being the face for so long, and look, when she had that Raw run, people started getting tired. Like, oh, come on, let her lose. She needs to lose. She needs to lose.
Yeah, when Asuka beat her, I was happy. I don't hate Bianca. I like Bianca a lot, but it's like you just said. It's just after the same thing we talking about with Becky now. I like when Becky became the man and she was kicking ass. I was like, yes, finally got some good shit. I'm looking forward to Becky matches. But like we just said, man, just how many times you gonna keep throwing it down? Then she tried to turn heel and then motherfuckers wouldn't let her basically. And then it was just like it didn't work. And she brought the man back. And now you're like, how many times am I gonna see you fight somebody? Like I don't even care anymore.
Don't make me mad, Brian. I get kind of mad just thinking about it.
It's frustrating, yo.
Man, wait till Charlotte comes back and she gets the first world title shot.
There's another one.
Don't do Charlotte.
You know what I can't wait for that people are gonna hate?
What?
Give me a Tiffany Stratton Charlotte Flair tag team title run and watch everybody get pissed off.
I could see them together.
Oh yeah,
I could definitely see them together.
Tiffany Stratton. Listen, this is another thing. Now we're all in the room and shit. What do y'all think? What are y'all thoughts? We're gonna get ready to wrap it up in a minute, but what are y'all thoughts on the whole Tiffany Stratton Jade Cargill thing?
Okay, so the marketing.
We're gonna go around the room.
Okay,
go ahead,
the marketing person in me. I'm just trying to figure out, like, I know it's good that you are crossing over doing social media, but they definitely have to have someone that is kind of approving the content, or at least somebody that can read the room or something, because I don't think she meant any harm, and it was a popular sound, but baby, it didn't look good for her at all.
Did you use your noggin?
Yeah, but Hunter, if you hire me on retainer, I will look over everybody's piece before they send it out. let me know. I will have a content calendar ready for everybody, honey. Just
I feel you. Bear, how'd you feel when you heard it, yo?
Man,
Are you aware of what we're talking about?
Yeah. So when I heard it, I was like, man, who didn't talk to this girl? Who didn't talk to her?
That's what I said.
And then it's like, as soon as it came out of her mouth, I got it. I was like, cool. But it's going to be a ton of people like, you said what? And I was like, man. And then the thing is, we don't know if she talked to them in the back, like, hey, girl, I'm going to say this. Yeah, that's cool. And they had it planned. But again, you got to know your audience. You got to know buzzwords. And especially when you're talking about anything with unless they're white, man, you might want to go check with everybody before you say it. Because you know somewhere Ron Simmons was like, damn.
Oh yeah. But see, just to say it, because I want to make sure I got it right. You know, she played a video basically about something.
Yeah, it was a sound.
A sound clip, yeah.
She didn't say it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I was just making sure because I know that it's basically referencing black bitch or something. The sound clip was like saying black
it
bitch.
Was a sound from I'm not sure if it was Bad Girls Club, but it was a reality fight. And they clipped that sound and was using it for a trend, and she used it, and so it didn't.
Exactly. That's what it is. Yeah. Slim, go ahead. What you got, bro?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're a person that dodges the sun and your coworker happens to be African American, it's probably not a good idea to use the voiceover of the word black bitch. I don't think she meant it in a racial way. She's never come across that way. It's not like she is Tessa Blanchard out here back in the day. But you know, but you know how the E is, little things turn into big things, and when little things turn into big things, your push gets affected, a la Triple H and the Click back in the day. So I mean, do I think they'll probably discipline her by, you know, stalling her out a little bit? Yeah, but she's a star in the making. You can tell. Like, it's not a lot of people doing that Christopher Daniels BME moonsault like her, athletic as hell, and for her to only be doing this 2 years, she looks really good in it.
Oh yeah,
she looks really good. And like, it's kind of stereotypical, but she plays the rich daddy's girl. Like,
she does.
I've been silver spooned all my life. Like, the whole thing is like, not trying to be funny. When we were all in high school, probably we knew a cheerleader that was probably like that. The whole world revolves around me. You know,
I was in the hood, so I ain't never had that shit. Everybody was ratchet. There was fucking Cardi B's all over the fucking place.
Oh God,
that's all I had.
I went to a mixed school, so I saw everything.
Yeah, I went to PWI, so I'm with Slim. Like, I know a couple of Tiffany.
They was pregnant, or they was
eating hot Cheetos.
Yep, exactly.
I mean, you can go look in Beverly Hills right now, and there's probably like 100 Tiffany's walking around right now.
The Valley Girls.
Yeah, Valley Girls. Like, clueless.
But it is.
Listen, my take on it, this is what it is, yo. Like you just said, like, you said it best. You have to, you're in a promotion. You know what I'm saying? You know, nothing against smaller promotions, nothing against them at all. But you might get away with some shit. You know, you'd probably still even, you know, be, you know, talked to or something. Like, hey, we don't do stuff like that around here. You know, and then you're patting your back like, hey, just what you watch, you better watch it. But once you get to the big leagues, shit, forget about it. The publicity, you're representing them. You can't do that shit, man.
And that makes me curious about what's the social media policy. Like, working for a business and working in marketing and kind of knowing, like, we kind of gauge what, like, certain providers can post and things like that. It makes me curious what is put in place and what will be put in place now, because they're definitely going to be making some changes.
You know what I'm
with
saying? She did something that's going to
posting.
affect everything like that.
Yeah.
For real. You have to. Because
wait.
you don't want anybody to think that that's going to be, acceptable. You just let her stay. People are saying that shit now. If you let that white girl call that black, say black
they wanted
bitch,
her to be.
They saying it. Yeah. That's a problem, bro. Go ahead, Slim.
My bad. I just realized we are talking about controversial people, and we got a guest this whole time that can tell us. Put the mic on Hogan right quick so he can answer this question. How he feels about this?
Come on, please,
No,
Hogan.
Slim did not do me
How did you get it? Yo, Slim be swerving, yo. Slim, we need to change your name to Swerve, yo. Because you be swerving.
I don't know. Okay, you know what?
In the background this entire time.
You know what? I don't know what Slim beef is with me.
He be swerving you, Trey. He be swerving you, Lay.
But he be coming really hard. See, first of all, Hogan, as his PR person, he was in the privacy of his own home when he made those statements. He did not know that he was being taped.
I don't hate him. I don't hate him. I can't lie.
It was a whole black issue, and that's all we're gonna say about. It's okay, Hogan.
Lay, you just made a good point, yo. I know it's a joke, but I'm saying, like, yo, when it is something like that, now it does depend. Like, it does depend. But I'm just saying, like, I'm not gonna be one of them people that act like I'm saying some shit in my house, or I'm just like talking shit.
I was thinking the same thing until my dad said that. He was like, I say all kind of crazy stuff. They recorded me. They're probably cancel me, fire me. So
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
I tell you this. When you look, if you look up in the dictionary and you look at Hulk Hogan's biggest fan, you would never see me on there. I dislike Hogan.
Really?
Matter of fact, I have a show. I'm gonna send it.
Cover his ears.
Make sure I send it to y'all so you can see it. On how me and my partner had a show called the B&B Show, and we talked about different subjects. And he knows how much I hate Hogan. Knows it. So he wouldn't tell me what we were talking about until we went live. So I was like, okay. And he said, man, we're talking about Hulk Hogan. I was like, see, he set me up. He set me up.
Bear, why do you hate? We gotta tell us why do you hate Hulk Hogan?
This is not even the racial thing with Hogan. Why I hate Hulk Hogan? It's brother, you got to say your vitamins, say your prayers, all that.
You didn't like it?
I'm like, look, when Bobby Heenan said Hogan was a dirty bastard, I was riding with him.
Say that.
He did say that. A lot of people said that, to be honest.
And I roll with Bobby. Y'all don't know Hogan like I know Hogan.
He did used to say that.
Yeah,
he did.
So let me quickly get on the N word with Hogan. I put this out, and it probably, I'm a nobody, so nobody probably saw it. But I put it on my page.
People see your shit, bro.
Right.
People be thinking that. People be seeing shit.
This will be the part that they clip. So
I'm telling you right now, watch 1 million motherfucking views. That's how it be.
I put on my page, my Facebook page, long time ago when Hogan did it. I said I hate Hogan for so many reasons. This ain't one of them. We act like when we're at home, we don't talk about stuff. When you're around people, you won't say stuff that you wouldn't say. The main thing is know your audience and when you're doing something. So I would defend Hogan for that. Not that he would care, but I'm like, nah, I get it. It is what it is. Hey, you're human.
Now, if he would have said, man, I hate fucking black people. Hope they all die. Stupid N-words.
Brian,
then it was a different story. Like even in the comfort of your home, fuck that.
Brian, though, the way that when me and my dad talked about it and he broke it down, he was like, when Hogan said it, it wasn't like he was just talking about black people in general. He was like, when you got a daughter, you either want your daughter to date an upstanding black man if you're a black man, because you don't want her dating you just don't. You don't want your daughter to bring. And he was saying he thinks that's what Hogan was referring to, but the way he said it was just out there.
Private, man.
You are so
Yeah.
right. That is so right. And just
Brooke
because
like
I'm
BBC,
telling
she
you,
like BBC.
I'm gonna tell you.
Yo, Slim going into I love my show, bro.
Hey,
y'all
whatever
the
she
fuck, man.
likes, I don't care. Look, I don't
This
care.
is my thing.
It's not my daughter.
This is my thing as a pure wrestling fan. I get what you're saying because not trying to be funny. It could be countless people. Funny example. Hell, Cody could be saying that shit behind closed doors. We don't know. We don't know.
You never know.
You're right. As a society, we have selective outrage. Once we find out, oh, now I hate you. The reason I don't like Hogan. One of the reasons I don't like Hogan, you didn't want to put Piper over, so fuck you. That's one of the best heels of all time, and you want to put Roddy Piper over, so fuck you. That's the only reason.
Nobody over him.
That's what I was gonna say.
Now, hold on now before y'all start jumping them. Now, I will say though, when I watch documentaries and go over a lot of things, now his politics in the back, especially with creative, especially with WCW, and that whole beef that he had with Vince Russo that night, and the whole
Jeff Jarrett.
And I'm sorry, Hogan, but Hogan do be lying. Like when you watch certain documentaries and he be like, "Yeah, brother, I discovered the Undertaker, brother. I met that brother down there." But he see, and that's how you know I'm fair. That's how you know I'm fair because Hogan do, and sometimes I could literally be sitting here watching a documentary and I know he's lying about something. I just shake my head like, you know what? I'm a stick beside him because I got his apparel and stuff in my room. But Hogan do, creative wise, and I don't know why he lies because he really has done a lot for wrestling when it comes to crossing over in the mainstream and things like that. So I don't understand why he has to embellish like these stories and make himself greater than life when he know people are going to fact check him.
Well, he's Hulk Hogan. He's used to being on top. He's used to stories being the way he wanted it to be. Just like the WWE, they are the top promotion in the world. They tell you a story from their point of view. The winners can always change history, but it doesn't mean it's right.
Professor Bear brought up another good point of why it's fuck Hogan, because you kicked out Big Show twice when he protected your ass for half of your title run in the NWO, because Scott Hall and Kevin Nash was holding up the tag team division. Mr. Perfect had the U.S. Well, Kurt Hennig had the U.S. title on lock. Somebody in that faction had, X-Pac had the cruiserweight title. Who you need to watch your back? The Giant. Hey, brother, we'll bring you in. You're in the clique. Nah, we're just not. We're just going to use you for your size. You're not really in the clique. You know, not this and not that.
Shit. That's heel shit right there, though.
It is. He really was on his heel energy. Like he was dirty now. And
on top of this, when he was there in that group, you name me somebody else who held the world title while Hogan was in it.
Shit.
It was only one.
He was the Triple H. He was the Triple H of that fucking industry. Because Triple H is the same shit.
It was one guy.
Triple H gave himself the title more than any fuking person on the planet.
It was one guy who got the world title when the NWO was the true NWO, and Nash. They beat the crap out of him, and that's Macho Man.
Oh, Macho, yeah.
He's here too. I got him here too.
What happened, Macho?
I got Macho Man here too. You know.
Unless you were Flair or Sting, you weren't breaking in that main event scene during the height of the NWO era.
No.
Oh no. Oh, Luke got a quick hot tag in for a second.
Yeah, he did. But Luca would get so high though, they couldn't really utilize him because they said he was on those drugs so bad. And I really want to know if it's true. I watched one video that was talking about, when Miss Elizabeth passed, and they said that the Macho Man allegedly was looking for him for a quick little second after that situation happened. Like when the wrestlers was like, yeah, he wanted to see Lex.
Yeah, that's true.
Let me tell y'all something real quick. You want to hear
That
what's
is
crazy?
true.
I don't know if I ever shared it with you guys. I know I've said it on the show, maybe before we started the Nation and shit. But yeah, Lex Luger. I'm gonna say his name wrong. This motherfucker lives like right around the corner from me, yo. At least,
Shit.
yeah. He used to. At least I know he used to, and I'm not a stalker or anything like that or whatever. But he used to go to the Walmart that we live. The Walmart that we have is 5 minutes up the street, and he'd be in a little motorized cart. He had a little black and white tracksuit. Every fucking time I saw him, he drives a big ass truck, handicapped parking spot right in the front. That's how I always knew when he was there. So I seen this motherfucker maybe 20 times, yo. And then one day we came out together, and he was getting in his car, and I saw him, and he went to the light. I went to the light, and he drove right by my house, and fucking turned into the community right before my house and shit. So yeah, Lex Luthor lived right around the corner from me. Let me tell you something. You know how many times that I saw him, and I still had the show. I didn't have the wrestling show yet, but I was interviewing people. And I saw this man so many fucking times in the produce aisle, usually in the produce aisle. And I always wanted to go up to him and say, "Hey, Lex, how you doing, man? Like, I'm a big fan. I've been watching since I was a kid, all this shit, whatever." But I never wanted to disturb him. And I'm not going to lie to you. This is the God's honest truth. I kind of felt like, it's Lex Luger. Don't nobody really remember him. Like, it's like, I on some real shit. Like, I felt like maybe it's not worth fucking up his time. Do you know how much I regret that shit now, yo? Like, you know, I've talked to so many people that I just walked up to. I've sent messages all the time. Like, I should have walked up to that man.
Yeah.
And said, "Lex, I host a show." Especially
He was
now.
the mention in like one of my
I might
most
see him again.
favorite
I'm going to the store in the
NWO
morning.
promos when Nash was like, "What are your bench, Lex? What are your bench?" That
Yo, lay on fire tonight, yo.
Oh goodness. Yo, no, because me and Hogan, we probably gonna have to fight when the cameras go off. So I'm just gonna have my little fun now. He's gonna be upset. He's gonna be highly upset.
I'll tell you
when
right now,
this camera go off.
if I do see him, you know, like I told you, we had, you know, Bear, you were saying, you know, Jim Cornette before the question that we were saying, you know, and you said Bobby. You're talking about Bobby Heenan, right? So I'm not fucking up.
No, Bobby Eaton.
Bobby
Midnight
Eaton.
Express.
Midnight Express. Okay, yeah, okay. But yeah, I was over here. I had a while back, you know, on one of the earlier episodes of Straight Through the Ropes, I interviewed Kenny Bolin. You know, yeah, Jim Cornette's former best friend. And that's why, like, when I hear Jim Cornette stories, I mean, I don't think Kenny Bolin lying. He probably embellishing some, but some of the shit he was telling me, like, you know, some of the things that Jim Cornette be saying is just reckless, wild, racist, sexist, you know, all of that shit or whatever. He could be lying, could be believing, but I kind of believe him from the stories that, you know, I've heard. But one of the ones he also told me was about Lex Luger, and he said, you know, Lex Luger had like held his son in the ring. Shit. So I was gonna I remembered that story all the way back from when I did that interview, and I was gonna, you know, use that. Like, "Hey Lex, how you doing, man? Sorry, you know," and just open it with that. Like, I interviewed Kenny Bolin, and it's crazy. I told him I see you all the time in here, and I never had the balls to talk to you and shit. That's how I open if I see him. It's like, "Yo, Lex, fuck it. I want you to come on my show. Is that cool? Like, you want to do an interview? We'd love to interview you." And then and see what happens.
Hey, quick thing, because I know we got to wrap up soon.
Yeah, we gotta
I think
get going.
I know the one thing we haven't talked about, does anybody else feel like, even though it's going to be a good match, that the story is going to be Cody Rhodes wrestling circles around Logan Paul?
I don't know. I don't know if that's true, man. I'll be honest with you. Logan's a fucking good-ass wrestler, man. Logan's a good wrestler.
I give him his props on the wrestling. I still can't stand Logan. I would love to punch him in the face right now.
That lets you know he's doing a good job.
No.
He's a beast, man.
Here's the thing. When he first came in and he wanted to be a face, I was like, no. You're a heel. Everybody will respect you better as a heel. You'll get off better as a heel. He's getting off. He's doing this thing. But just him and himself, it's just certain people. I just, I'm like, again, I'm 50 years old. I've had back surgery. I had 2 hip surgeries. Dude could probably take me out with 3 shots. But man, if I got one shot on him, I'm gonna crack his jaw. I'm gonna make it remember every time he go chew food. Ooh, that dude hit me and broke my jaw.
He fought Floyd Mayweather. If he fought Floyd Mayweather, Bear, you better be careful, man. This motherfucker, he ain't talk.
Like I tell somebody, like I tell everybody, I'm not the greatest. I've been beat before, but when you get in a fight with me, I'm making it remember. He will ever remember me.
Look at Professor Bear cutting promos.
I'm trying to tell you, right? He really did. Go ahead, Slim.
And please tell me y'all saw them planting seeds already for Logan versus LA Knight.
Yeah,
I saw.
Yeah,
because that's who's gonna beat him. That's who's gonna beat him at SummerSlam for the title.
I believe it. That's what I believe. I believe that as well. Yeah, he was supposed to be Mania. Remember that? We all thought it was Mania.
Yeah.
Well, real quick, we got to touch on Randy and Tama in their match. Man, I didn't know what he was talking about when he was doing that gibberish stuff, but I like it.
Listen, bro.
I like it. I ain't understood what he said, but I like it.
That's that Samoan shit, yo.
Yeah, see?
That Geechee shit.
I said, okay. I was loving it. I didn't know what he said. It was, but it was fine.
You gonna lose your shit when you say Hikaleo.
Woo.
You do know they have a little brother that's like 6'7".
I knew there was another one. I didn't know he was 6'7".
Oh yeah, and he's over in New Japan tearing it up.
Oh, he is right now.
If you Google Hikaleo is a beast, man. Hikaleo reminds you of basically like a taller version of Haku.
Yeah.
Damn, really.
And it's funny. And what's funny to me is that's how I am in my family. My brothers, one of them is 5'9". The oldest one, he's 5'10", and I'm 6'4". And every time I come somewhere, like, yeah, that's the little brother. You want to talk to him?
Now, Slim, before the devil tried to knock my connection off, what did you say about a 6'7" Samoan? What was that? Did my ears deceive me?
Google New Japan Hikaleo. That is Tama and Tongaloa's little brother, the youngest son of Haku. He's like 6'7", tall as shit. He just looks like a taller version of Haku.
He should be playing basketball.
Try to spell that shit.
Hikuelo.
Oh, I fucked it all up. I got Y's and O's.
Spell it one more time, Slim.
Hikuelo.
Uelo. That's a fucking that's a Hawaiian name right there.
Oh yeah, Slim. Oh yeah. That's it right there.
Listen.
That's it. That's all they wrote. Yeah. Bring him.
Oh yeah.
Me and them have a contract.
Oh wait a minute. Yeah, I've seen him before. I didn't even know that was their family.
Kneecap.
Yeah.
Blake to his kneecap.
Yeah, because I'm 4'9", so that's
damn, Lay, you 4'9"?
Yeah, I'm 4'9" and a half. You got to say the half part because the half in there when she did it is a half.
4 feet of fury.
That's all I need to see right now.
This guy's a giant, bro.
Yeah, that's all.
See, hey, Bear, we crazy, yeah? We fucking wild, yo. I corrupted them. I've corrupted them. Lay is crazy now. I corrupted Dre on commission toss. I'm fucking y'all up.
Go ahead and just put us on Wednesday nights. Yeah, make it bigger, Brian. Right? Make it bigger so the world can see. Yeah.
Blow it up more.
Yeah.
Hey, I just realized whenever we take an STR group pick, Lay gonna have to be in the front because I'm 6'5".
That's why I put. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm 5'9", so shit. I ain't tall either, but
it's okay.
Damn, I can't see.
Now that's all right. If Brian let me edit the pictures, I'm gonna be the tallest one up there.
There you go. Right, I'm saying shit. Anybody, I'll be fucking 7'8" before y'all get done. He really do look like he
he looked like my husband. That's what he looked like.
That's Bay right there.
Yeah.
Samoan Bay.
I love him. Oh, but let me stop. I got to do my. I have to do my disclaimer. Cause y'all know y'all love to say what lady talking about them Samoans. She don't never talk about black men. Trick Williams. I'ma just say Trick Williams, and we're gonna move on. Are y'all gonna watch Sexy Red?
No, man. Yo, listen, man. Stop playing with the goofy ass chicks, bro. Ain't nobody entertaining that bullshit. I mean, she gonna be there.
She gonna be there.
What up,
No,
champ?
she'll be there.
She gonna be there.
She gonna be there.
I don't know what she gonna do.
Okay, I'm sorry. What is she there for? Is she supposed to bring the ratchetness? Is she supposed to perform Pound Town for HBK?
She's a fan.
No. Miss me with this crap, because I know our black viewers and people in the black wrestling groups are going to be in. They're going to say, "Oh well, you got a cousin like that in your family." Yeah, I do. It don't mean I'm going to bring him to fucking work with me. Like that's. Hey, I'm sorry. And don't get me wrong. I get it. Your brand is ratchet. Your brand.
Yeah, Professor Bear. What channel do you want us to be on, Professor Bear? Just let us know,
because going off tonight,
we're auditioning tonight for a slot.
We're not even trying at all.
Slim I didn't know I was gonna disturb Slim's soul. My bad.
Unless. What she gonna do? What she gonna do? Take a bump?
She might come out there with Lash.
Listen,
she might.
That girl is straight nasty.
A double team twerk.
Look, she looked like she shit on herself on a regular basis.
She do look a little unclean.
She dirty,
but I think
bro.
that's her face tattoo. It's her face tattoo.
Yo, speaking of sexy Samoans, bro, listen, Nia Jackson.
Oh.
Nia been.
Yeah. Well, Nia's always been pretty. Now you can't say that because Tiffany had marked her off the family tree after they Queen of the Ring match. Yeah, Naomi had marched her off the family tree. I said, "Oh my lord!"
Yeah, Nia over there.
And I hate that they be giving her like a lot of guys in like wrestling groups that I'm in. But you know what? Disclaimer: it don't usually be like the black guys, but a lot of other guys be like, "Oh, Nia, she's fat. She's fat. I can't. She's ugly. I can't. She's big. She's huge." But
I just have to say this.
That is bad.
Yeah, y'all are the first ones I've ever heard give her just due. She is gorgeous.
She's gorgeous.
Yes.
And the crazy thing is how much weight she's been losing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And nobody ever talks about that. Her, and guess who helped her lose the weight? This is the craziest part. Charlotte.
Yeah.
Her and Charlotte worked out together.
Yeah. Remember that fight they had? That real fucking shoot they had in the ring that time? Guys, listen. I almost don't want to end it because this it's like getting better as we go. But we've been on for 2 hours actually.
Right, y'all got Slim cutting promos against Sexy Red. Like, what is going on?
When you said that shit about Undertaker, I almost fucking fell out my chair.
But you know, come on now Hulk Hogan, he knew he was out of pocket for that shit. Yeah, brother. When I met Mark, I said, "Brother, you got to be the Undertaker, brother." You didn't even know what that man gimmick was gonna be. Now Terry, if I could have snatched that mic, because Terry know he was lying, but I'm gonna let him have it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let him have it, but sometimes he just
tell it Slim.
What I need, you know what? I actually thought about it. I am happy that Sexy Red is going to go to NXT because you know why? I want Shawn Michaels to call up Bubba Ray and Devon, and they pull a Mae Young and send her ass to the table.
They're not gonna put that lady through no table.
Give it a Danielle Fisher. You heard fucking Boy Meets World
girlfriend. Because she said she wants to go through a table.
This freaky ass bitch over here. Put me through a table.
She's a 69 guard.
That's another way you turn Pound Town, put her through a table.
Right.
Trying to tell you. That's what you're trying to do. All right, we gotta stop. We ain't never gonna stop.
I surrender.
Beeline. Yo, listen, I got tears in my eyes, bro. Listen, we talking shit, yo. We back. As y'all can see, we back. But yo, don't forget, hit us up. You know, make sure you go follow Bear and WSN Network. It's on Roku. Most of us got fucking Roku TVs. You know what I'm saying? You go on their app store and go up WSN and see what promotion they got. You know, support black business as well. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
not for nothing.
And I can tell y'all, if y'all would give me permission, this one is definitely gonna be on there.
Oh, sure.
This is too funny.
Take it, bro. Take it. Show everybody what we doing over here, yo. We trying to go crazy over here. But Bear, it's been phenomenal having you as a guest. I know I spoke to you about, hey, if you got you and your partner, feel free.
Anytime.
Come on, I'm Wrestle Trivia.
I always stay ready. I got two. We'll kick anybody's ass.
I like Wrestle Bear.
We ready for it.
Hey, look, I get like Booker T. I get so ready, I say them words I ain't supposed to say.
Oh, remember that shit?
We coming for you, nigga. I say,
fuck my life. Remember Sensational Sherry? She was like, this motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like my favorite. Like, if you follow me on TikTok, like I went back in time and like insert myself in that video. That is like what? Yeah. Yeah, I might have to share that one on the STR page because I did.
One of the other epic ones was when fucking Shockmaster fell through that with that fucking bedazzled Star Trooper helmet on. Yo, did y'all see the video of fucking Ming watching that shit crying?
Oh yeah. Oh my god. I thought he was gonna die.
Ming was fucking crying, yo.
I thought he was gonna fall out of his
chair. That was fucking Typhoon. Typhoon came through the wall, fucking broke through the wall, fell and shit. The helmet came off, and he was supposed to be like the big bad. Like, them niggas didn't think that shit out at all.
It's like Titus on Rumble.
Oh, yep, Titus on the Rumble, yo. Listen, this shit was crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Listen, thank you guys so much. Yo, we back at it. We'll be back at it next week with whatever happens with the King of the Ring predictions and stuff like that. You know, my vote, I know it's probably going to be Gunther. It's probably going to be Randy versus Gunther. But if you want to swerve, if you want to fucking swerve like Slim, you throw Tama up in there and let Tama and Gunther go at it. I ain't fucking lying. Yep. Let Tama win that shit. I'd rather see that than Gunther. I'm sorry. I love Gunther. I think he's going to do phenomenal anyway. But I feel like throwing Tama into that shit right now is a bad call, and he should be just doing bloodline shit. But since he's there, let him win that shit. It'll give more motivation, bigger story build. Gunther going to be whatever he's going to be anyway. But I don't know. We'll see what happens, man. But guys, listen, thank you guys so much. Of course, Bear, thank you so much as well. Feel free to use the episodes, shout us out wherever. And I'm also going to, clip your stuff as well. Like we do promotion, as you saw, like at the beginning of this thing.
Yes,
and I'm going to throw a promotion there for you.
Man, appreciate
you as well. But Beeline, thank you guys so much. Tomorrow night we'll be back with Entertainment Show. I'm pretty sure Lay's going to be on with us. We're going to be kind of wrapping up where we left off yesterday. Favorite rapper, favorite kids shows, some other things too. We're watching some different movies. So next time, stay true, stay positive, pay attention. And I'm about to go to sleep, I think. Now I'm kind of amped up. Y'all be fucking laughing so hard.
And don't forget, y'all, take your vitamins and say your prayers.
RKO Sexy Red next week.
That's right. Hopefully, let that shit happen too. All right, y'all. Peace out. Good night.